Empower's list feature is here to replace your binders and wall charts. In this video, we're going to see what lists are and how you can use them. Then after that, I will show you how admins can create lists. These lists are associated with the standards, so they're created by the district and made available to all teachers. They're not something teachers would each create by themselves. In Empower, we have our standards or learning targets, and those can have different descriptions for each level of proficiency. However, sometimes we need more detail, and there are more items to monitor as a student progresses. Those would be examples of things you might put into lists. Anywhere you see summative scores, if there's a list associated with the standard, you'll see a fraction like this showing how many items of the list the student has completed. You can get to lists by mousing over the title of the standard up here and selecting the list tracker. Now you'll see your students and the list items here. There may be multiple lists for a standard. Here, for example, are the letter sounds, and if we scroll down, here are several lists of high-frequency words. These lists can also be associated with different levels of rigor. So now as we listen to students read these words, we can just click the circles and check them off. These lists are available to administrators, teachers, parents, and students. So now everyone can know literally up to the minute and down to the letter exactly where a student is and what they need to work on next. These lists, just like all scores, stay in the student's learning portfolio, so their teacher next year, for example, can pick up right where this year's teacher left off. As students progress, we have good evidence for our summative decisions. And don't miss our exemplar video with Christy Caesar, where she shows us the creative ways that she uses lists in her primary class. That's pretty straightforward stuff, so let's pivot to how lists are created. Again, you'll need to have admin rights in Empower in order to do what I'm about to show you, so some of you may be interested in the rest of the video and others may not, in which case we'll see you in the next one. But for you admins, list creation is simple. Go to the Empower Tools menu and find your Standards editor. Remember, you may need to hit a View More button to see it. Select the content area and then the standard that you're after, and use the green Edit button, just like you would to edit the standard. Now scroll all the way to the bottom of this form, and you'll notice that this standard already has a few lists associated with it, so I could select one of those if I wanted to edit it, or I can create a new one with this plus button. Now we enter a name for the list, a description if you'd like, and select what level of learning we're aiming for, and just start entering items. These are auto-saving, so when you're through, just X out of this, and that's it. Again, if you haven't seen our exemplar videos, ask about those. The primary exemplar has a really good demonstration from a real primary teacher and how she's using her lists in really creative ways. And that's it. Hopefully this was useful to you, and we'll catch you in the next video.